Imagine a single point of unimaginable energy, smaller than an atom. In that point, all of existence, every star, every galaxy, every particle of dust, was compressed into an infinite density. This wasn't the end of the story. It was the prologue. This was the cosmic starting line, a moment known as the Big Bang. Now, imagine that point wasn't just in the distant past. What if it's a metaphor for something happening right now inside of you? Today, we're going on a journey to the dawn of the universe, not to understand the past, but to awaken a new beginning in our present. We're going to look at the Big Bang not as a scientific theory, but as a spiritual and psychological blueprint for transformation. We'll explore how the universe's explosive creation and ongoing expansion offer 5 profound insights into our own potential for new beginnings. We'll talk about how the universe's first moments of singularity can teach us about our own unique potential. How the formation of the first light is a metaphor for finding clarity in chaos. How the creation of the first atoms reveals the power of our fundamental building blocks. How the birth of first stars mirrors our own ability to shine and create. And finally, how the universe's continuous expansion is a powerful reminder that our journey of growth is never-ending. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about remembering what you are: a vessel of stardust, a creature of cosmic potential, a being with the power to create a new beginning, not just once, but every single day. Number 1, the singularity, the infinite potential within you. At the very start, the universe was a singularity, an impossibly dense point containing everything all at once. Before the explosion, before space and time as we know them existed, there was just this one unified, limitless point. This is the most profound fact of the universe's origin, that from a single, unified point of potential, all complexity and diversity emerged. This singular point holds a powerful truth for us, that within each of us, there is a singularity of potential, a unique, unified, and limitless point of being that contains a blueprint for everything you can become. We often look at our lives as a collection of fragmented experiences, our past mistakes, our present anxieties, our future fears. We see ourselves as a composite of our failures and our wins. But beneath all of that, at the very core of your being, you are a point of pure, unadulterated potential. Think about the life of a caterpillar. From the outside, you see a creature of humble beginnings, a slow, grounded form. But within that form is a genetic singularity, a unique code that holds the blueprint for wings, for flight, for transformation into a butterfly. That blueprint doesn't need to be earned. It's simply a part of its being. In the same way, the potential for a new beginning isn't something you need to acquire. It's already there, waiting to unfurl. You don't need to add anything to your core to begin anew. You need to return to it. You need to remember that at your center, you are not defined by your past. You are a singularity of potential. Journaling prompt: close your eyes and imagine the most authentic, whole, and complete version of yourself. What does that feel like? What would that version of you do right now? Write it all down. This is not about who you should be. It's about remembering who you are. Actionable step: for 1 week, try to catch yourself whenever you start to define yourself by a past mistake or current insecurity. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," reframe it as, "I am a being of potential, learning and expanding." Number 2, the first light: finding clarity in the cosmic darkness. After the Big Bang, the universe was a hot, dense soup of particles, too thick for light to travel. It was a dark, opaque, and chaotic void. But after about 380,000 years, the universe cooled enough for electrons to join with nuclei, forming the first atoms. This event, known as recombination, made the universe transparent for the first time, allowing light to burst forth and travel freely. This event, the creation of the cosmic microwave background, was the universe's first moment of clarity, a moment of profound illumination. Our lives are off like the early universe, a hot, dense soup of thoughts, emotions, and worries. We get so caught up in the chaos that we can't see the path forward. Our vision is clouded by anxiety, doubt, and overthinking. But just as the universe found its moment of recombination, so too can we find our moments of clarity. This clarity doesn't come from fighting the chaos, but from allowing things to cool down. The birth of the first light wasn't an act of force. It was a consequence of the universe's natural cooling and expansion. In the same way, clarity in our own lives doesn't come from trying to force an answer. It comes from creating space, from quieting the noise, and from allowing the particles of our minds, our thoughts, emotions, and worries to settle. Think about a difficult decision you've been facing. You've probably been trying to think your way out of it, to solve it with more information, more research, more stress. But the most profound answers often don't come from thinking harder. They come from a moment of quiet insight, a flash of clarity that emerges when you're not looking for it, when you're taking a walk, in the shower, or simply sitting in stillness. That is your recombination moment. Mindfulness practice. For 5 minutes each day, sit in silence and simply observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Don't try to solve them or change them. Just watch them, like clouds passing in the sky. This creates a space for your own internal recombination. Actionable step. When faced with a difficult problem, resist the urge to immediately try to solve it. Instead, take a short break, a walk, a brief meditation, or a moment of deep breathing. Allow the mental soup to cool down. Number 3, the first atoms, the power of fundamental building blocks. The universe's first atoms, hydrogen and helium, were incredibly simple. They were the most basic building blocks of all matter. Yet, from these simple beginnings, all the complexity of the cosmos was eventually forged. Every star, every planet, every living thing, including you, is made of elements that were once just simple atoms born in the cosmic furnace. This fact highlights a powerful principle. Everything complex is built from simple, fundamental truths. We often feel overwhelmed by the complexity of our goals and dreams. We look at the finish line, a new career, a healthy lifestyle, a fulfilling relationship, and it seems impossibly far away. But the universe shows us that the way to create something vast and complex is to focus on the fundamental building blocks. The first step in building a new life isn't about grand gestures or massive transformations. It's about getting the fundamentals right. It's about a single, consistent action, a single workout, a single healthy meal, a single act of kindness, a single paragraph written, a single moment of presence. These small, simple, and seemingly insignificant actions are your cosmic atoms. They are the fundamental building blocks from which your new reality will emerge. This is the myth of the overnight success. We see a person who has built a beautiful, complex life and assume it happened all at once. We don't see the thousands of small, simple, consistent actions that were the atoms of their success. A writer doesn't write a masterpiece in a day. They write one sentence at a time. A musician doesn't play a symphony perfectly on the first try. They play one note at a time. The Big Bang wasn't a single event. It was the beginning of an ongoing process of creation, one fundamental particle at a time. Reframing exercise. Break down one overwhelming goal into the smallest possible fundamental action. If your goal is to write a book, your atom is writing one paragraph today. If your goal is to get in shape, your atom is doing one set of squats. Actionable step. Choose one atomic action performed consistently for the next 7 days. Don't worry about the big picture. Just focus on performing that one small, fundamental action every single day. Number 4, the birth of the first stars, your light, your purpose. After millions of years of expansion, gravity began to pull the simple hydrogen and helium atoms together. These massive clouds of gas and dust collapsing on themselves, and at their core, the immense pressure and heat ignited nuclear fusion. The result? The birth of the first stars. These stars were the universe's first creators, synthesizing heavier elements like carbon, oxygen, and nitrogen, the very elements that form the basis of all life. They were the first beings to turn simple beginnings into new, complex realities. The first stars are a perfect metaphor for our own purpose and creative power. You are not just a collection of atoms. You are a being with the capacity to create new realities. The question is not, what is my purpose? As if it were some pre-written script you need to find. The question is, what am I going to create? Your purpose isn't something you find. It's something you forge within yourself. It's the unique combination of your passions, skills, and values. Just as the first stars forged heavier elements from the simple building blocks of hydrogen and helium, you can forge a life of meaning and purpose from the simple building blocks of your skills and passions. Maybe you are a brilliant conversationalist. Perhaps your purpose is to forge connection. Maybe you are a gifted artist. Your purpose is to forge beauty. Maybe you are a thoughtful listener. Your purpose is to forge understanding. Your purpose isn't some distant, grand destiny. It's the act of taking your own unique light and using it to create something new and meaningful in the world. Reflection exercise. List 3 things you are uniquely good at. Then, list 3 things you are deeply passionate about. Now, find the overlap. Where do these skills and passions intersect? That intersection is the fertile ground for your unique purpose. Actionable step. Take 1 step today, however small, toward a creative project or passion that you've been putting off. This could be writing a sentence, sketching an idea, or even just researching a new skill. Number 5. The universe's continuous expansion, the never-ending journey of growth. The most fascinating aspect of the Big Bang is that it's not a past event. It's an ongoing process. The universe is not static. It is continuously expanding at an accelerating rate. Galaxies are moving away from each other, and new space is constantly being created between them. The Big Bang is not something that happened. It's something that is happening right now, stretching and unfolding in every direction. This is the ultimate reminder that new beginnings are not a one-time event. They are a constant, unending process. We often think of new beginnings as a clean slate, a magical moment where all our problems disappear and we can start over perfectly. But a truly new beginning is not a finish line. It's a mindset of continuous expansion. It's the understanding that you are never done. You will never arrive at a perfect version of yourself. There's always more to learn, more to experience, more to become. And this isn't a burden. It's the very definition of a meaningful life. The universe expands because it can. It expands because expansion is its nature. And expansion is your nature, too. So, when you face a setback, when you feel like you're starting over again, don't see it as a failure to stay on track. See it as an opportunity for your own personal expansion. See it as a universe reminding you that there is always more room to grow. Your past doesn't define the size of your future. Your future is a canvas of infinite, continuous expansion. Reframe failures. The next time you experience a setback or failure, reframe it not as a step backward, but as a moment of cosmic expansion. Ask yourself, what new space, what new lesson, skill, or perspective is this setback creating for me? Actionable step. Identify one area in your life where you feel stuck or stagnant. Take 1 small step today to expand beyond your current boundaries. This could be learning a new skill, trying a new experience, or simply having a conversation with someone you wouldn't normally talk to. The story of the universe's beginning is our story. It is a cosmic blueprint for our own potential. We began with the Singularity, a reminder that at our core, we are a limitless point of potential, not a sum of our past mistakes. We then saw the birth of the first light, teaching us that clarity isn't found by forcing answers, but by creating space for our internal chaos to settle and reveal the path. We looked at the first atoms, a powerful lesson that all great accomplishments are built not from grand gestures, but from simple, consistent, and fundamental actions. We were inspired by the first stars, which showed us that our purpose isn't something to be found, but something to be forged from our unique light. And finally, we understood that the universe is still expanding. And so are you. Your life is not defined by your past, but by your choices now. Every breath is a new Big Bang. Every choice, a new beginning. So do not wait. Begin again. Expand. Create. If the universe could be born from nothing, what might be born from you? What dream could expand from your small beginning? What light could ignite from your chaos? What connections could shape your galaxy? What future waits if you release the past? You are not a mistake. You are the echo of the Big Bang, still unfolding. You are the universe becoming aware of itself, capable of creation, capable of rebirth. So I leave you with this. What new beginning will you create today, knowing you carry the power of the universe within you?